Coming to sowing. What is sowing? Sowing is an important part of crop production. What is the important part of crop production? Sowing is an important part of crop production. After leveling the soil and making it ready for crop, we sow the seeds. Before sowing, good quality, clean and healthy seeds of a good variety are selected. What are selected and how we have to select the good quality of seeds? Now we will see. Farmers prefer to use seeds which give high yields. Generally, farmers prefer to get good yield, so they will take seeds which give high yields. And one of the good method, separate good healthy seeds from the damaged ones, is to test with water. So here we can take it as an activity which we can do by ourselves also. It is one of the best and good method to separate good and bad ones, or the healthy and the damaged ones. What we have to do? We have to take a beaker and half fill it with water. Put a handful of seeds, consider wheat, and stir it well and wait for a while. After some time, some seeds start to float on the top. So what we have to do first? We have to take a beaker and we have to fill it half with water, and then we have to take a handful of seeds and add the seeds to the water which is in the beaker and stir it well. And after stirring it, we have to wait for a while so that the change we have to observe. After some time, some seeds start to float on the top, and we can see the image here which depicts the good ones or the bad ones. The damaged seeds become hollow and are thus lighter, therefore they float on water. The damaged seeds, what happens? The damaged ones becomes hollow and very light, so that they float on water and they come to the surface of the water. The good seeds are heavier and they settles down or go to the bottom of the beaker which contains water. Before sowing, one of the important tasks is to know about the tools used for sowing seeds. And after testing the seeds which is the best one to sow, we have to select the tools which are used for sowing. And sowing of seeds is by two ways. So how many ways we can sow seeds? We can sow the seeds by two ways. They are traditional tool and seed drill method. One is traditional tool method and the other one is seed drill method. After testing the good seeds and bad seeds, or damaged ones and the healthy ones, we will select the sowing method either by traditional tool method or seed drill method. Coming to traditional tools. What are traditional tools? Tool used traditionally for sowing seeds is shaped like a funnel. And if you observe what are the traditional tools looking like for sowing seeds, they look like a funnel. And if you see the image, we can see the structure here, how it looks like. The seeds are filled into the funnel, passed down through 2 or 3 pipes having sharp ends. So the funnel, the seed traditional tool which is used for sowing seeds, looks like a funnel, and which at the bottom has 2 or 3 pipes which have sharp ends, through which the seeds which are filled into the funnel are entering into the soil. These ends pierce into the soil and place seeds there. With the help of the sharp ends, the funnel places the seeds into the soil. So once again, the tools used traditionally for sowing seeds is like a shape of a funnel, and the funnel contains 2 or 3 sharp pointed ends pipes at the bottom. We fill the seeds into the funnel, and these seeds which are filled in this funnel enter into the soil through the pipes, and these ends are having sharp ends so that they can pierce into the soil so that the seeds are placed well into the soil. Coming to the next method, seed drill. Nowadays, the seed drill is used for sowing with the help of tractors. So, how seed drill is done nowadays? Nowadays, seed drill is used by the help of tractors. So, tractors play a major role in doing seed drill or doing this process. This sows the seeds uniformly at equal distance and depth. It ensures that seeds get covered by the soil after sowing. So, what happens in traditional method, the seeds may not be entering into the piercing into the soil uniformly or at equal distance, but with the help of seed drill and the use of tractors makes us sure that the seeds are placed uniformly at equal distance and at equal depth, and after sowing the seeds into the soil is being covered. This protects the seeds from being eaten by birds. So when the soil covers the seeds which are sowed into it, it protects it from birds by eating them away. Sowing by using a seed drill saves time and labor as well. So if you observe, sowing using a seed drill, when we sow seeds using seed drill, it saves time and labor as well. Appropriate distance between seeds is necessary to avoid overcrowding of plants. So one of the important thing to be considered while sowing seeds is having or maintaining appropriate distance between the seeds. So why it is necessary? It is necessary because to avoid overcrowding of plants. In order to avoid overcrowding of plants, we have to maintain appropriate distance between the seeds, and this allows the plants to get sufficient light, that is sunlight, nutrients and water from the soil. So what happens if we place them at appropriate distance? So placing them at appropriate distance will allow the plants to get sufficient sunlight, nutrients and water from the soil. What are the main points we have to consider? Seed drill is the method which is used for sowing seeds with the help of tractors. So what are the benefits of seed drill? The seed drill helps in sowing the seeds uniformly at equal distance and at depth, and it also ensures that the seeds are get covered by the soil after sowing. This protects seed from being eaten by the birds, and not only that, seed drill also saves time and labor, and appropriate distance is being maintained between the seeds with the help of seed drill, which helps in avoiding overcrowding of plants. This allows the plants to get sufficient sunlight, nutrients and water from the soil. At times, a few plants may have to be removed to prevent overcrowding. So sometimes what happens, we have to remove some plants so that overcrowding can be reduced or prevented. Seeds of a few plants such as paddy are first grown in nursery. So if you see paddy plants, they have to, if you observe the paddy plants, we have to first grow them in the nursery, and then after growing them in the nursery, they grow into seedlings and then they are transplanted into the field manually. Some forest plants and flowering plants are also grown in the nursery as well. The points here. At times what happens, so overcrowding occurs and we have to remove the plant so that we can prevent overcrowding. Firstly, and there are certain plants which has to be grown in nursery. For example, paddy. First they are grown into seedlings and then they are transplanted into field manually with the help of labor or maybe using some other appropriate measures. And some forest plants and flowering plants are also grown in the nursery. This is about sowing. In the next class we will discuss at the further topics.